Good, because I already did the transition, so we're already doing it, whether you like it or not.
Oh, hi, people.
Hello, everybody.
I'm on Frenemy Fire. How about that?
The mod chef for everything. Hello, Static, Dame, I guess Klep as well. John.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, no, Static knows it better than anybody. Especially, I think, before you really started coming to streams, it was like a whole month thing that every single time I would hit the go live button, like immediately my dad would call. And it'd be like, how do I do this electrical thing over the phone from Florida? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. He's like, well, I got a blue wire, a green wire. I'm like, why is there a blue one? There's what?
Yeah, okay, I'm not an electrician, but I know that the color of the wire doesn't necessarily matter so much.
Well, it should. The black one's usually the one where like the electricity comes from. The white one is normally like its return path, and the green one is like the grounded wire, which prevents you from like,
green is ground.
Yes.
I thought black was ground.
No, black is the hot one. Black is the hot one.
Yeah, don't take electrical advice from me. Don't take computer advice from Kev. How about that?
Yeah, and that's just single phase stuff. Then you get like black, red, blue, orange, yellow, or brown, orange, yellow. Wait 10 seconds. I don't even know what you mean, Dame. I'm like, oh, I know what he means. Fuck you, Dame. God damn it. Wire cutting and trauma center slightly different, John. But anyway, guys, Klep is here because Aaron's like out touring my state. So, you know, who knows where he is? I think he's doing something with Chris tonight, Mr. Fafafui. I don't know what he's doing, but it's something. So we have Klep here, and Klep is going to you probably know him, but whoever downloads this podcast, introduce yourself. What do you do? Who are you?
Hi everyone, I am Klepisimo. I like to play games and sometimes have people watch. A lot of what I do is, in my non-9 to 5 cybersecurity work is Destiny 2. I play a hell of a lot of that, and it's a lot of fun, and I think everybody should play it. Hashtag not an ad. I've also been playing a lot of Guilty Gear Strive lately, trying to get good at fighting games again.
You play that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were into fighting games.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, we're so fucking thrown down in something. I gotta figure out what's crossplay.
We can just do Smash items on because that's the way it's meant to be played.
Well,
that is a party game.
It is a party game. It's just a fact.
I have lots of opinions about lots of different things, and I'm excited for the opportunity to showcase that with y'all tonight. So thank you so much, Kev, for having me on.
Oh my god, I lit a fire on Facebook and Twitter.
You kind of did. I
so
really
good.
hope that we can get to that because it's something that I've actually been thinking about for a long time.
Well, the thing that people always forget on the internet is one that like you can't read tone, and if anyone takes me serious about fucking video games, I think you need more things in your life. Hello, Chris. We were just saying something about you. It was good, I promise. You can't tell tone. Two, like I can disagree with somebody and still be friends with them. I do it literally all the time with Aaron. So, and
I think that's like part of the biggest problem is people will disagree about something and then just like not want to be friends because of it. And I don't do that. That's not how I roll.
No, you can like whatever you like or dislike whatever you like as long as you just tell me that Smash isn't a fighting game. We're all friends, okay? That's one thing.
Well,
I will fight. It's a party game where you fight people. That's about it. It is a party game. Come on, give it to me.
Okay, I will say. All right, I guess we're getting into it right now, like right off the bat.
I'm not going right into it.
Smash is a fighting game to be played at parties. Not
I'll take that.
A fighting game to like necessarily play competitively. Yes, you are able to.
Yes.
But you kind of alter the rule set from the core out of the box experience. It's almost like going to a place like Topgolf, the driving range, and trying to compare that to like actual golf or golf versus mini golf. They are very, very similar, use the same sorts of things, but they're not necessarily exactly the same thing, even if mechanically you're doing the same thing.
I mean, you are. It's just like it's a subset of the serious thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I will concede that.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, people don't take video games seriously. They're fucking video games, like it is what it is. But so you've been playing what this week specifically, or any week? I don't know. Technically, this is your first time on.
Week.
Whatever.
Yeah. Happy to be here. I've played a little bit of Destiny. I've been doing some labbing in Guilty Gear, so trying to actually learn mechanically how all of that works. I used to play a lot of Soul Calibur, and that's a 3D fighting game. So the transition to 2D has been a little rough for me.
Okay.
But it's definitely fun. I've been doing that, and I think I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow, like the actual sit down, pull out some dice in person sort of game, not like Dark Alliance or anything. Dark Alliance looks good, but we're not doing that.
No, just because people have been either shitting on that or loving it, and there seems to be no.
Yeah, there is no in between.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it looks fine. People hate it for some reason, but it's not a full price game either. I don't think. Minus Game Pass. So however you want to look at it.
Game Pass. Yep, Game Pass is very special, but in a good way.
Papa blessed Game Pass. I love it so much. And that's it. So mainly D&D and Guilty Gear?
D&D, Guilty Gear, Destiny. What else have I been doing? Just work stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You've been the busiest boy for that.
Yep.
Tide Pods are life, Aaron? Shit, you don't need Tide Pods. If you go in your electrical closet, wherever your room is, there's licorice right in it. Just rip it out. I gotta do a bean. Fuck. Just eat the free licorice in your electrical panel. Don't do that.
Hot take, all right? You guys get a free one. Klep's hot take.
Oh, good.
I like black licorice.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
That was spoiled milk. Fuck, Chelsea. I never liked licorice. I think I have a bad memory with eating a Twizzler and throwing up, and I just never let it go.
See, Twizzlers are like bottom shelf licorice.
I mean, yeah, it's just they're the only ones that I know of. What else do I use?
Go to a local small candy store.
I guess.
Do you guys have those?
I have one candy store around me. And I told John to go to the what's it called, the Q&A. But do you like Mike and Ike's? Because Mike and Ike's is top tier shit. I love Mike and Ike's.
No, I don't.
What?
Not at all.
The fuck candy do you like?
I eat a lot of dark chocolate, and I'm talking dark chocolate. 100% Baker's bars. So good.
What the fuck is a Baker's bar?
So you know how you have your milk chocolate and then dark chocolate, and they have various levels of the cacao content, anywhere between 60, 70, 100% in a Baker's bar, baking chocolate that you're not normally supposed to eat on its own. I'll eat on its own.
You're a psychopath, Aaron. Is not having it. Well, I don't do chocolate. I mean, if I had to rank a top 3 candy, it's Skittles, Mike and Ike's, and then it's probably a tie between Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids because I like my fruity candies. Because I'm a psychopath.
I like Sour Patch Kids. I'll deal with Swedish Fish. I don't like Skittles.
All right, well, I hate you now, so that's fine. I'm trying not to eat so much sugar though anymore, Rocknut. Actually, I have the Swedish Fish G Fuel, which is my favorite one, by the way. Yeah, I like your chocolate chip cookies because they're made with love, Chelsea. But I don't like chocolate, and you know that. She's known me forever, and you. So what have I been playing other than Fortnite, which I've been addicted to, which is fine. Hold up, the fuck, Damien. Kev doesn't eat sugar, but he eats ass. I will never. I'm totally getting derailed right away. Poop comes from there. I don't want to fucking go there, and I'm going to stand by this forever. I'm just saying there was no COVID before the world started eating ass, and you all want to share drinks with each other. Anyway, moving back on. I've been so addicted to Fortnite. I got one win today. because actually Chelsea's husband,
Congrats.
thank you, Chelsea husband and I are like in a random like war of who can get the most victory royales, and I just like I'm trying to play Tales of Vesperia, but then he'll send me like a victory royale. I'm like, fuck, now I got to try to get one, and he's just like gotten way better than me, and like he's a good partner. So like
y'all should do that as like a pizza bet.
We did actually. So I lost the first one, and then the second one we made the bet of like whoever gets the most kills in a match we play together, and it sucked because I died, he rebooted me, and then he got more kills, but I was the one to get the final kill in the game. But I still owed him a pizza because that was the rules. I know, but I stuck with it. What can I say?
You'll make up for it. Next one.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying to get better. So I won a whole game today with like a shitty lever shotgun. I was pretty happy with that. But I wish Fortnite had like a no building mode. That would be the best thing ever, because I love the shooting in that for third person, and Apex obviously like the first person battle royale that I need. And then Warzone just exists. I don't know.
Warzone definitely exists. I think it takes up way too much hard drive space.
Well, it's that, and then like something about the hit detection of that game just seems so random. Like I could be aiming dead at somebody in the game, just like, okay, you died. Like, I don't know. And also, we are not getting Kev Eats Ass trending on Twitter, okay? Let's not. I'm not that big a deal. But it'd be hilarious. So you know what? Go for it, actually. I'm in for the memes.
I was going to say, if someone wants to tweet that out, I'll go ahead and quote tweet you, but I'm not going to start this fire.
Start the fire. Like, I'm here for the fucking memes. So when I was trying to be a police officer, I had to, like, watch my words and, like, make sure I didn't say anything. Now that I'm, like, a fucking dirty tradesman, I'm like, yeah, fucking whatever. Put Kevy's ass on the internet. I don't give a shit. Like, we're scum to the earth, obviously. I've learned that, actually, from work. People hate us. We're not allowed to sit in, like, inside to eat lunch. That's just a shitty thing that I have to deal with, unfortunately. Oh, what else did I play? I have to think now.
You've been on a Halo kick.
Halo! That's right. I have no interest in playing, or not before. I had no interest in playing Halo multiplayer until, like, recently. And then, like, now that I played Reach 1 and 2, I'm waiting for my buddy to play 3 with me. It's just, he decided to, like, have a baby and be busy for the next 18 years. So, like, his schedule's, like, all over the place. So, it's the most I'll get. But Halo...
Why didn't he just give the Covenant back their bomb? Now he's got to deal with it for 18 years.
That's his
just
decision that he made.
Congratulations.
That's a decision he decided. Actually, there's been a lot of new fathers in the world lately. Chase, whose shirt I'm wearing, had baby Aiden last night. Last night. Baby Aiden entered the world. So congratulations to Chase and Aaron. I hope Aiden's healthy and well. And when Aaron was here, I'll work backwards. Time Splitters on Time Splitters Future Perfect. We played, and I just want to play the new Time Splitters really bad. I don't know if you've ever played those.
There's a new Time Splitters? Like, how new are we talking?
Like, they're making a fourth one finally. It got announced. It got announced on Aaron's birthday, actually, weirdly enough, and he loves Time Splitters. Chelsea, I will play Crazy Taxi next time you guys come over when we watch the fights together. It's simple. Because I lost the login, Dame, is the answer. That's the answer. Yeah. Well, I had the login, but I was like so excited to get ready to go. This is why we need a social media manager, Dame. That's why. Beyond that.
So is Billiam gonna get fired?
Billiam's been fired. We're just trying to work out who's gonna take it over. What else did we have? We played Here Comes the Pain on PS2, which is like for some reason the game all my friends come over to play right now. No, Chelsea. Okay. Chelsea wants to come over right now. No, Tina's shopping and she'll be very confused when you get here. And to answer Aaron, I know the login's on the drive. I just didn't do it. I'm getting distracted by chat. We played Here Comes the Pain, which is the best wrestling game still ever made. Even if you don't like wrestling, it's just like a fun 3D fighting game. You could figure it out if you tried it enough. I mean, if you just want to have a game with a bunch of dudes in tights and they're very sweaty and oily everywhere. They have the very progressive bra and panties match still in that game, which was a thing wrestling did because There was a time they just targeted horny middle school boys like myself, and
Oh, I remember.
oh, you remember watching those? Good.
Oh, I remember.
What else did we play? Oh, the TNA wrestling game, which is not related to bra and panties matches, but that's a great time.
That's a great segue.
It is. So WWE used to have a competitor called TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, and it was like solid for a while, and then like it got really bad and gimmicky. So they put out a wrestling game made by Midway. To answer John, TNA wrestling stands for Total Nonstop Action, TNA. Unless you're talking about the tag team Test and Albert, which had Trish Stratus managing them in WWE, who was known for her TNA, but that's beyond the point. Anyway, Midway made this wrestling game. It's not good. It's fucking. That was like the worst wrestling game. No, it was the worst wrestling game I've ever played. So that was that. What did Jeff play when we came over? He played Here Comes the Pain too, but me and Jeff played something. Oh, MLB Slugfest, which, like, I don't know if you remember NBA Jam at all. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Mildly. So Midway also made baseball games for a while, and they also made like a hockey game. And MLB Slugfest is like, I don't know, NBA Jam, but baseball. Like the batters can be lit on fire. They can be smoking. You could throw the ball at them. It's so fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you could, like if a baseman's running around a corner and you have the ball ready, like you get ready to deck them or drop kick them to try to be safe. I'm like, that's how I like to play sports games. I don't want simulation. I'll just watch it for that, you know?
Did you ever play Blitz the League?
Oh, I fucking played Blitz the League. It's right over there. And I want the second one, but it's expensive.
Now, I didn't know that they made a second one. I was going to ask if they had ever made anything like with other sports.
I don't think so. But I fucking love that game. Like, just the fact that you can tear an ACL and in 2 plays take some steroids and pop right back in. Like, shit, man. That's so cool. I love that game to death. But what else? No, there was that. They had a second one on 360 and PS3. And actually, I will show you how, like first of all, it's hard to find. But if you look at, like, the price of them, which I will get because I have to, because I'm waiting for it to be, like, $10, and it's just never going to happen. Blitz the League 2. I think you can see my screen, right, or no?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. Sometimes I pick the wrong thing, so everyone else can see. So if I want it on 360, it's only a solid $43 ish. You know, I just really, really want it. And then 360, it's like too much. Same thing, but I don't have that luxury right now. So eventually, maybe. And if I ever get
someday,
I will stream the fuck out of it. Why'd I close the whole thing? I'm an idiot. So there's that. What else have I been playing? That is it. I keep trying to play Tales of Vesperia, but I keep getting distracted by everything in the world, mostly.
Totally fair.
Yeah, no, that's kind of my life. Sorry about my oh my fucking god, Damien. Like, Dave's a dick. Fuck you,
yeah, but he's good people.
He is good people. I'm just mad at him. What else? That's it. I don't know. I feel like there's more games I've been playing. We played Apex, actually. Wait, how long ago was that?
That might have been 2 weeks now. Maybe 3 at this point. All sense of time that I used to have is now just gone.
Time is a flat circle.
Time is meaningless.
Well, yeah, you work like 47,000 hours a day, so.
Yeah, imagine trying to do that in a 24-hour period. It ain't easy.
I do 8 hours and then I'm fucking done after that. So that's my limit. So I know you've been a busy boy, so you probably want to play Destiny to death. I closed our document. That was dumb. Damn it, Chelsea! Do you have a flavor you'd like to see me eat? Because they're all the worst.
Do I have a favorite?
No, I got a whole box. I bought 2 more boxes because everyone wiped this out on Wednesday, including you, you fuck. Because you're a psychopath.
Maybe a little.
That's fine. I'll pick one. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Aaron, stop. This whole chat has gotten too sexual. Y'all gotta relax. But I understand because we're both sexy individuals. Pear burger. Fuck my life, dude. I hate
What was that? A
was-
pear one?
No.
Because that would be my reaction to eating either of them.
You don't like pears?
Nope.
What do you like? God damn it, Clip.
What do I like?
Oh, it's peach. Ooh. Everything's better. Oh, apparently Dane realized he's never seen you in person.
Well, yeah, like not actually in person, but yeah, I do feel that this is probably the first time that like a lot of your regulars that haven't overlapped are actually seeing me now. So hi everybody.
I remember like
this is what I look like. This is my life.
The first time I saw one of your streams, I don't know why. Like, you ever like, I don't know, maybe like you see your stream and like you just like see people's usernames and you think of like a persona of who they're going to be or what it was. Like, I thought so. The first time we were like, I can't remember the first time Dame came in in one of the podcast chats, but I remember Dame was like, "Oh man, you made one of my nurses laugh." I'm like, "Oh, Dame's a doctor. That's cool as shit." Like, I was like, "Hey, he's always talking about nurses." I was like, "Oh, it's not that. Never mind." Like, it was and then Aaron. I remember Aaron was like, "I'm a pro wrestler in Ohio." I was like, "Damn, Aaron is a pro wrestler in Ohio." And then I'm like, "Fuck, nope. Aaron's just still a guy that'll kill me. Never mind." I'll beat my ass. Everyone is hot. So there's that. This whole chat's hot. We have many dumb little news stories to go over today. Aaron, you are hideous. Don't worry. I'm not gonna lie, Aaron. The first time I saw you, I went gross. There's that. Anyway, we got to start with a dumb little news, not dumb little news story, but it's a very. I'm not disabling my ad blocker. You could fuck off. The dog from Fallout 4 died, guys.
Yeah. Well, the model dog died.
I'm really sad about that. Like, that was like, I was getting all excited to like find news for this week, and then I found out that River, the German Shepherd, died from Fallout 4. And this is still like
very, very sad.
This is the hot, like I almost said the hottest thing because I was reading Dane's thing. This is the saddest thing of the week. And I'm just sad. I want to play Fallout 4, but I've played Fallout 4, but the game glitched on me, so I couldn't actually finish it the way I wanted to. So there's that. And then that's the only Fallout I've really played, actually, now that I think about it.
You should give Fallout 4 another go.
I should.
In memory of River.
Well, now I want to, but so maybe because I don't know Fallout enough. So I gotta put duct tape over Aaron's name from when we have guests. I know. Sorry guys. I'm going to finish Tales first, Static. I'm not like you, where a new game comes out, I buy it, and then I'm like, fuck everything I was doing. Okay, sir? I don't need that. I love you, Static. So I got to a point in Fallout 4 when you're looking. This is a spoiler for anyone who hasn't played a game from 2016. When did it come out?
Is it that old?
I don't know. Whenever it came out, there was a point where, like, you got to meet Sean, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna, like, whatever. And I didn't want to kill Sean, but the game, like, shut me out from the shelter, and, like, I couldn't leave without killing Sean. I didn't want to. I was like, I want to befriend my son again. You know, like, I thought we were cool, and the game was like, no, you got to kill Sean. I don't know if it was a glitch or whatever, but like I shot Sean and the game auto-saved, and I was like, okay, that's not what I wanted at all. So
that's my life now.
Yeah, no, so I was like, okay, well, fuck this. So I'll give Fallout a shot. I think New Vegas was on my queue a long time ago, but I've fucking reset that queue so many times.
I think I redeemed New Vegas.
I know you did, but that queue got so out of hand so fast. I'll play New Vegas. I have no problem with that. Oh, damn. Fuck you, Dame. Sean was fine. Was he? I remember him being an asshole in that game. Oh, I remember when I got rid of the request to GameCube, because the whole first half of this year was everyone asking me to play games I played like 40 times, and I was like, all right, I gotta like do something. For New Vegas, I have not played, though. I will do that. Like, that's on there still. These fucking hashtags are getting out of hand. I'm not eating ass. Nobody's eating ass today, okay? Also, fuck Sean. Sean Lynch specifically, and if you know the meme, you know. Actually, fuck it.
If you know, you know.
Nobody in my family listened to this podcast. My brother wrote a fucking review for his book, and like he used my picture and said like Sean Lynch like gave a testimony. And I was like, I didn't fucking say you could do that. Like, I would worry about it more, but nobody in my family listens to this podcast, as I've asked before many times. So if they do, thanks for listening. Finally, guys. Fucking God, I get very upset about it. So anyway,
I think it's definitely a fair thing to be upset about.
it is upsetting because like I want my family involved, but you know what? Fucking, I'll just talk what I want. Speaking of Bethesda, we got a new Smash Brothers character, kind of. I mean,
if you could call it that.
Also, like I never pay attention to any of the Mii outfits because some of them are like ones that I really, really want as characters. Like, wasn't that also the name of a high school wrestler we know? Sean Lynch, probably. It's not that uncommon. But apparently there's new Smash Brothers fighter skins, and they kind of, like, I'm excited to get them, but I don't have any Mii fighters. I'll full screen this so everyone can actually see. Oh my God, no, don't play the sound. That's not what I wanted. Like, they're cool. I want, like, Lloyd, fuck, can I pause this? Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia would be such a good character. Have you played Tales of Symphonia or no?
I haven't, but I'm familiar with it.
All right, so Lloyd is a character made for Smash Brothers. Like, 2 swords. He has enough combat because those games aren't turn-based. And, like, he's just made for this game. But he's a fucking Mii skin character. Can you stop auto-playing the volume? What the fuck? So Lloyd would be a sword fighter. Who else do we have? I'm upset. Oh, we got Dragonborn because Skyrim's got to be in well, Skyrim's got to be in everything, obviously, you know? Like, I want that. Oh, hello, Jabrine. Oh, yeah, no Sora yet. Jabrine's guess is Sora from, what's it called? Kingdom Hearts. Dante, which I guess would also be, like, a fucking great character. But why is he not a real character?
Dante would have been a fantastic character.
He would have been so good. Like, him and Bayonetta. I want to see a Bayonetta cross Devil May Cry. Like, fucking... What's it called? Shantae? I didn't even know this one was real. Oh, Shantae's a Mii skin. She would have been so good as a real character.
Definitely.
This is now I'm like more upset because I didn't know that one was in there. That like sucks. It kind of makes you want to use a Mii fighter. And then what was it? PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale had that sticker on the box that said like featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, and like I think it was a Capcom that tweeted at Nintendo like, "Yo, you guys need this." They want to put it on the Smash Brothers box.
They definitely should.
If only Nintendo was like any kind of cool with memes at all. But
I might actually print that out and put it on my copy.
I kind of want to do it just to do it, but they're not. And we have one more Smash Brothers fighter coming out. Oh my God, wait a minute. Is the Fallout Boy in this?
The Fallout Boy? You mean Vault Boy? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, apparently he's in that. I didn't even know that.
As Mii Gunner.
I actually had no idea that was a thing. And also, John, PlayStation All-Stars hype? Kind of. I like that game, but it is not Smash Brothers. So that was fine. So we have one more character for Smash Brothers to be announced. Who do you think it's going to be? There's only one more. I'll give you 3 shots.
I have no idea who it could be. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there are a few characters that I hope it could be. You know, seeing someone like Doom Guy or Master Chief would be really, really exciting in Smash.
Yeah.
We've already got Snake. So really, like, it could be anything. I know a lot of people want to see Rayman.
Rayman would be good.
I don't care either way. Right. But the number 1 character on my wish list is Waluigi.
Isn't he already a trophy, though? I saw people saying that, but isn't he a assist trophy?
Yes, but a man can dream, right?
I guess. Well, John says, can we stop with the third-party characters? There's many first-party characters indie love. I thought that was what the DLC was supposed to be. It was supposed to be third-party people only. I guess they never said that specifically, did they? At least not that I remember.
That I'm not sure.
That's... Yeah, I don't know. All right, so I want to see either... This one could be like a clone character, but I want to see Sub-Zero or Scorpion, because then we can finally have the crossover we all wanted in a different game of like Mortal Kombat Street Fighter. 2, yeah. I have my real answer locked in, but I'm waiting for that one. 2, I had another one today. Shit. I can't remember a second one that I wanted. But the one I really want to see is I want the default Fortnite skin guy in Smash Brothers, because the internet will have a fucking collective... I want him because the internet will have a fucking meltdown and it'll be hilarious.
If we're going to have Fortnite representation, I'm not a Fortnite player, right? But I would rather see Agent Peely than Jonesy.
Really, if they were all just different like skin things, like it was all just different default Fortnite skins. The thing is, like, so when you said like Master Chief, like what would he really do though? Because like he's really just a gun guy. So, like, what would his attack be?
You've got gravity hammers. You've got the energy sword.
The energy sword should be his, like, final smash, though.
Nah, final smash, activate Halo, actually end everything, all existence, period.
Like the fucking tactical nuke in Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I see Dark Solid singing in Sub-Zero or Scorpion, or just Sub-Zero at least. I just want to see it because, like, people would lose it because it's like, oh my God, Ryuken versus, what's it called? Oh, Meowskulls would be good, Aaron. I don't know. I feel like for the meme itself, just watching Fortnite, whatever, be in it, like, can you just imagine the hardcore nerds who would just fucking lose it? And I would just be sitting there with my internet tears bathing all day. Like, yes, this feels good. Because I'm still salty about people getting upset that Street Fighter was in Fortnite. Because apparently having your characters in more games that are super relevant is bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's totally bad to have, your series get more attention. Oh, no.
I know. That was another thing I set the internet on fire for. Everyone was like, oh my God, this is the worst thing to happen to Street Fighter ever. And I'm like, 5 launched. 5 happened. No to who? Last character to be a Fire Emblem character. Oh my God.
Aaron.
I want just like a basic Fire Emblem character. Like someone like, you know what? Anna. Aaron, let's put Anna. I would do that. Bowsette. Oh God, he would never. Bowsette would. I just don't want Bowsette to be in. Like that became a meme that got too Rule 34-y real fast, I feel like. Yeah, no? I don't know.
Definitely did. And then they tried to put the super crown on literally anything and everything in Mario.
What if just Captain Toad joined Smash, but like he doesn't jump at all? He's got to like bionic commando his way up platforms. That could be kind of. I feel like
that would be interesting mechanically. I feel that at least the Hyrule stage would probably not go very well for Toad.
He'll figure something out. Actually, you know what, John? Now that emote blasted up, I thought that was always Toad dabbing. And I realized it's not now. I don't know why I thought his thing was. But I don't know. I want to see more people in Smash Brothers that are just weird. But like my number one is Fortnite guys solely to just watch everyone explode. Aaron says, too many Fire Emblem, that's your opinion. There's so many other series that have much and don't get shit. Smash community are just crybabies. Hot take, that's Aaron. Everyone cancel my fucking co-host. That's it, we're replacing him. Klep is new co-host. My man's just took over the whole show. Maybe.
So, okay. Do you mind if I try to answer Aaron real quick?
Oh yeah, about you're more than welcome.
Okay. Fire Emblem's not as large as a property as, other Nintendo IPs.
That's true.
So, having the variants of like, different Nintendo intellectual properties like Donkey Kong, Mario, The Legend of Zelda, all of that, I think, really opens it up, because how many Fire Emblem characters can you really have that aren't just dude with sword, lady with sword, other dude with sword? We already have 2 Links. I don't think that was necessary.
We have 3 Links, actually.
Oh yeah, Toon Link, Young Link, Link.
Which is necessary only right now. This is a side tangent, but I hate New Link's remote bombs. I just feel like they don't work in Smash for me. But anyway, go on.
For me, I actually prefer them because they're more like snakes. And I used to play a lot of Snake.
Snake is good. Like, he's just like, Snake has the same issue where, like, I feel like a lot of his things are basic punches and kicks, and it's too much like technology. You know? Oh, Aaron's going on a tangent. 70 games you have become one of the biggest franchises in the West. Oh boy, Aaron, yeah. See, you got Aaron going on fire. It is big in Japan,
Aaron.
But like,
I know it's really big overseas, but
I think the mainstream appeal of Fire Emblem, like, it's huge in Japan, but like, I think there's bigger. Like, I think there's bigger series, and I think Fire Emblem, like, I love you, Aaron, but I think Fire Emblem has enough representation, and I love Fire Emblem. Like, I think they've covered the field enough, personally. I mean, I would like to see it to watch people lose their shit because it's funny, or like even if they had a dragon rider from Fire Emblem, like, just not a sword character again, like Camilla or something, you know, maybe like less jiggle physics, because, you know, Smash Brothers is for everybody, and she got a lot of jiggle going on. I knew I'd get Rick excited about that. Sephiroth, wait, you thought Sephiroth was a weird choice for Smash?
I did think that Sephiroth was a weird choice. Not necessarily a bad one, just a really weird choice. You know, maybe we'll get another villain in this pass. That would be interesting.
Kazuya is a villain, I guess. I mean, like, Sephiroth is good in Smash, but like, I don't know. Like, he's a great villain, but like, I feel like most of the cool stuff he does comes from him transforming. You know, like, he is cool, but I don't know. I could have lived with Cloud. Oh wait, John didn't know who Sephiroth or Kazuya was, or the King of Fighters, dude. Really, John? You didn't know who Kazuya? I mean, obviously Tekken, Final Fantasy. Well, John doesn't play RPGs too. We know that, and like, Terry Bogart's like a big deal. I thought, at least. The only people I haven't bought is like Minecraft Steve and whoever from ARMS, because I don't think ARMS is like that big a deal of a game. Like, I feel like ARMS just came and went. It didn't have legs, you know what I mean? That's the worst. That's like the most overused joke, but I had to like get it in there.
It's so funny.
I mean, I think I'm fucking hilarious, personally. Oh, here's my second vote. The guy on the cover of Zombie U. So there, I'm done.
You know what? Perfect.
Great. Like, I don't know. Rayman would be good, though. I don't see how they haven't done Rayman, actually. Goku will never be in Smash Brothers, Rick. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Like, so many people say Goku, but like, and I think like Sakurai has said straight up that like, we are not doing, like, it's video games first. If they didn't debut in a video game, I know you know, but like, the rest of the internet will not let Goku go. Ever. Oh, Mallow.
Goku in Smash is probably not something that will ever happen. Like, forever, ever.
I don't know. Guys, since Aaron's trolling the Q&A, guys, don't forget to leave your Q&A for the Q&A section, which we might do before we get to the main discussion topic, because I feel like we'll never get to it otherwise.
That's true.
That's true. We should do that. This one's probably pretty quick. I am a Xbox Mark, and I know it's on Pure Xbox, but House Mark officially is joins PlayStation Studios. So the guys that made Returnal, and what else did they make? What was that? Resogun. And they make a bunch of other arcade games for PlayStation. I guess they're owned by Sony now. And my question was, I thought they were already.
Yeah. I guess Sony has to buy a developer somewhere.
I guess. Like, when they bought Insomniac, even, I was like, They didn't own Insomniac? Like, I didn't know that. They made one weird game with EA called Fuse, I think, on 360. Oh, and Sunset Overdrive, I guess. So I guess everyone forgot about that game, to be fair. But, like, good for Sony, I guess. I'm all about developers and having exclusives because now that crossplay is, like, kind of becoming everywhere and everything, like, there needs to be a reason to buy a certain system, and I'll stand by that forever. So, hey, good for PlayStation. I don't know how this works in your PC world, but
definitely good for them. Let's see if they will continue to allow games to be developed for PC.
Carl, hello. Yeah, no, Aaron is wearing glasses, and he's much more handsome.
Oh no, don't lie to the good people out there that are listening to the podcast later.
I already find he's more handsome than both of us there. Which, by the way, you guys, Aaron, upload these to YouTube. Damn it! Once you get back in your normal state. Anywho, so congrats to PlayStation. There's that. Rick, hit that in the Q&A. We'll go over that later. I guess have you played Well, you don't have a PlayStation, right?
The last PlayStation console I owned was a PlayStation 2.
Oh my God, I was gonna say behind, but I guess you did that. Because I don't know if Returnal's. I mean, they're making a lot of PlayStation games come to PC, but Returnal would be. I guess it would be fun if you like roguelikes. I don't know what your thoughts on them are at all.
They're okay, I guess.
Just okay. What about Hades? Hades was so good. Or have you played Hades? If you're gonna shit on Hades, I'm gonna lose my mind right now.
I'm not going to shit on Hades. I'm going to accept that I am not necessarily the target audience. I hear it's great for people that love that kind of game.
Yeah. I
don't love that kind of game.
That's fair. Oh my fucking God, Carl.
Binding of Isaac, people love that kind of game. I'm not about it.
I like Binding of Isaac, but like it is a very short roguelike. Because like you could just like beat it in a sitting. Also, Carl, thank you for the gift subs. You don't have to, you son of a bitch. Love you. I'm gonna die now. Coconut and spoiled milk. Who would have guessed? Yeah. That was coconut. I guess we'll move on to the next thing. Don't pirate things, Rick. That's illegal. Hello, Stitch. How are you? Stitch, I feel like you've been so busy lately. I miss Stitch, like being in chats with his most sarcastic of comments. He is like if sarcastic dad jokes were a thing. Corey, we're gonna get to that topic, and they're not fucking sports. We'll get there.
Well,
listen, we'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to skip over like the rest of the news, right? That's important.
Listen, you
like the Game Pass games for July.
Where am I? Games with gold for July. We have.
Games with gold. I'm dumb. I can't read.
Oh, birthday cake or dirty dish. Let me die. Yeah. Okay. So that was that. So there's like one reason. Like normally, we go over these, but there's like two I really want to go over. So we got July 1st or 31st. Planet Alpha. I have no fucking idea what this is.
Never heard of it until I saw this article.
I mean, I also have to just go over with the fact that like they gotta just drop the games with gold. Like, just make everything on Game Pass at this point. I think every games with gold is coming to Game Pass, but like, I don't know what this game is, and they just need to let it go. So good luck to them, I guess. Rock of Ages. I think stop playing the audio speaker. Have you ever played a Rock of Ages game or no?
I have not.
I have no idea what they are. I think all I know is you control a giant boulder and like destroy everything. I guess they're also tower defense games. I don't know. That seems like an Aaron kind of game. Aaron, if you're still here, would you play something? Oh, he is there. Would you do something like that? I don't know. This looks kind of cool. But these are the two I want to talk about, which are important because this gives me like the faintest, like a little sliver of hope that like Xbox is planning on doing something with Conquer. So Conquer's Live.
I really hope so.
Yeah, so Conquer's Live and Reloaded is coming to Games of Gold, which I thought it was already on Game Pass. Apparently, just the original and rare replay is available, which I don't know. You could take it for better or worse. I'll try that. But if this is coming to Games of Gold, Aaron, I was saying, would you play something like Rock of Ages at all? But we're past that. I want to play this online because this is like that weird, awkward time where like they would just make multiplayer games in like anything. Like Donkey Kong 64 had a death match for some reason, which I think everyone forgets about. And like I would play Conker's Live and Reloaded online if it had that. Like
it would be really great.
I don't know. I would try it. And then this is the biggest one. So this disc for PS3 and 360 is kind of hard to find now. It's Midway Arcade Origins, and I think like it came out at $30, and it just hasn't dropped in price. I know 30 is not like the most expensive, but like this is kind
for
of
like a collection of arcade games. That's
right. And this has some that like they've never, at least before this game, never put in like a collection before, like Sinistar. I don't ever remember seeing, or Marble Madness. This is fun. And I honestly, if you guys have an Xbox, or I don't even know if this works with like PC Games of Gold. This doesn't have Paperboy. That's true, John. This does have Paperboy. I don't know what their deals with Paperboy, but yes, John has streamed it. John, you can drop a link to your video. You're trusted. But like those two, I would at least recommend everyone get because they're fun. And if you ever play Sinistar, that game scares the fuck out of me. Have you ever played it or heard of Sinistar?
I have not.
It's so
played it. I've heard a little bit about it, and I would be down to play that at some point. It's just a matter of when.
Oh, if these come to PC somehow and have like a weird, do you have like an Xbox One? No, probably not, right? I don't know what you have. Do you have one?
Yeah, I just haven't finished unpacking it yet.
Why aren't you unpacked yet?
Dude, like working from home and living where you work and working where you live, it's a mess, dude.
I can never do the work from home thing, even though it sounds like a joyous time. I feel like I would get so like this is why I couldn't like even what's it called? The words are hard. I couldn't even like work out at home because like I get so distracted. You know? So I don't know. I can't do that, but you know, good for you that it can. Like
I think you also see my 360 in the background, kind of, maybe, not really. Can't tell what it is. I need to move it closer.
Well, then go download Live and Reloaded, and I don't know if Midway Arcade Origins has online play. I guess I should look at it, but it's way over there, so we won't do that. Oh, I have more beans. Holy shit. A pear booger. Why is it salty? Like, who flavored?
Because it's booger, I guess.
Fuck. Who flavored these? Like, you ever watch like Saw, and you're like, wow, this movie's really gory and violent, but somebody had to like think of these ideas. You know, like what sick, fucked up person was like, all right, we got to make sure you rip his tongue out and then you shove it all the way down there.
And it's gonna look exactly like this, and it's like, oh, dude, like, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Well,
I'm gonna swallow this one. I'm gonna do it for you. It's barf, but keep going.
I believe in you, Kev. So
I can't
like the whole like horror genre of films, like with the brutal gore and like realistic whatever, I think it's really interesting. Because, you know, somebody had to sit down and like plan this out. And are they okay? Is this like a thing that like we should be worried about? Probably not. But, you know, like it's definitely super cool.
It is cool.
I enjoy watching them. Maybe I'm not okay.
Maybe you're not. But you know what else? Speaking of horror stuff, apparently, Aaron, this one's for Anitra, in case you're here. The Dead Space official YouTube channel updates its photo after years of being inactive. There's some rumors going around that EA is reviving a dead franchise. And the strong rumor is that it's going to be Dead Space. And I mean, like, there's not too much of a news article here, but you don't just randomly, like, update a dead series, I guess, like YouTube channel avatar for no reason. I'm excited. I've played Dead Space 1 and 2. I've had great times with that. I still think 1 is a better game. I played like 2 hours of Dead Space 3 and I was like, what the fuck is this game? It's okay. It's just maybe I gotta like focus more on it because I was playing with a buddy. We were kind of dicking around while we were playing online. It's not scary
It's a little
at all.
out there.
It
Yeah.
is. Nothing says scary like fucking off with your friends the whole time. So it's Carl says it's confirmed EA's doing the remake. Oh, so they are doing it? Why did my voice squeak? Let me see. Is Dead Space 4 confirmed? Oh, let's see. 4 confirmed. Let's find out.
Oh, a day ago.
Oh, well, that explains it. So we are getting Dead Space 4. And this is what happens when you do podcasts at the end of the week, everybody.
Dead Space Reboot is actually a remake.
So it's a reboot, right?
It's a remake.
So it's a Okay, so it's a Dead Space 4 or a remake? Now I'm confused.
A remake instead of Dead Space 4.
See, the thing is, like, all right, so I have a weird. I mean, we've gone down this road on the podcast before, but like, I had this weird thing with like remakes and reboots where if I've already played the first version, I'm not like dying to play a remake, but I'll play a remake if I haven't done the original. If that makes sense. So like,
I think that's fair.
but now like I feel like you should never buy a game just because you want a developer to make something. Like your money's your money. Like be smart with it. But like, I kind of want to get it to support them. And like what John's saying, I'm not a fan of remaking games that don't need remakes. And I used to be that way, but you also have to remember, like the people like that are listening to this podcast or watching this or like stream games and YouTube games and do all this shit. We are like a very small minority. And like the second, I've said it before, when the PS5 comes out, the PS4s are in the garbage with some people. Like they don't give a shit. Yep. Whatever games they bought, they're just like, fuck it, new thing. So like they buy that new game. So like, but like that's the thing. Like John, like I'm saying, John, like people tossed or traded in their 360s and PS3. So like, not everyone has like their old games, Like, oh my fucking goddamn. But like, yeah, like PC is a different world because like Steam is just kind of always there. And unfortunately, consoles are just like a whole different thing. But like we're just a small group. We don't do that,
Yeah. I've got my SNES carts up here.
Right, but how many people like?
How many people still do that? Good question.
Not a lot.
If they want to get rid of their older stuff, that's fine. More for me.
So like Aaron said, remakes of old games are great. I'm more in that camp now. I just want all games available everywhere. Like I don't want to keep rebuying games, which is why I kind of like Dead Space being like a service like Game Pass. Like, keep them on there. They're on there. And Dead Space isn't old. John, I don't know how to tell you this. Let's look up Dead Space's release date. Because we're all going to feel old. 2008, which was how many years ago? 13 years ago. That's an old game.
Ow.
I know, it hurts me too, but it's an old game now. Like, remake Legend of Dragoon, that's a fucking campaign I'll never get off. 13 years ago is a long... It's a long time. Like 13 years ago is a long fucking time. There's been games from the PS3 that got PS3 to PS4 that got remakes. Like it is on Game Pass, which is the other end of it, John. Like, so like a service like Game Pass is great because I don't have to rebuy an old game, but it's like, hey, or like the Nintendo Switch service, if Nintendo would update it more than like once a year, but they won't because that's the thing they do. So, what was the other thing I saw? Oh, Static says you could use a Jet Force Gemini remake. Bro, me fucking too. I love that game. Have you ever played that?
It would be interesting. Like I've seen gameplay of it, but I have not played Jet Force Gemini.
It's a weird third-person shooter that was on N64, and I know I rag on that system a lot, but that was like one of my favorite games. It's just to beat the game, you have to like save all what they call the tribals, and they're like little koala bear looking guys. But you have to get every single one of them. We need an NES Barbie remake, bro. Do we ever? Barbie on NES. I don't remember if you were around when I streamed that. That was a mistake.
I recall seeing it. It was hilarious.
That was
it reminded me almost of Home Alone.
Home Alone. So the other podcast I was on, the Red Leaf Retrocast, which they are a nice group of guys, we played movie games as a theme once. And like I remember hearing the Genesis version of Home Alone was good. And it can be if the game wasn't randomized. And there's a point because it's an old game that gets randomized. So like the items you get randomized, but there's certain items you need to beat parts of the game. And like because it's an old game that randomizes, there are so many fail states that like it's not good. I don't know. Everyone said it was the good version of the game, and I disagree. So
that's wild.
Carl, they should do a Home Alone game in the vein of Last of Us. As long as they allow it to get gory and Kevin can fucking like put a bullet between some robber's eyes, I would love that shit. Like, don't prank him with a super soaker. Fucking just pop him. Castle state laws, motherfucker.
Home Alone Texas edition.
Holy shit, that'd be cool. You could build an electric fence around your fucking yard. Oh, I love it. What do we? Oh, I have this one. I don't even know if I want to like talk about how much Kotaku charges. Did you put this one?
Hold on, which one?
Sony PSN store.
Sony? Nope, that was not me.
So I only,
but I did read it.
Yeah, so pretty much Sony is like dicking over indie devs for $25,000 essentially to like have their game be like super visible on the PSN store. That kind of seems like a lot. It's like anything from 25,000 to 200,000, which I get, like developing games is expensive, but like to get your indie game on a store, that seems like a lot for an indie developer.
Especially if you're like just getting started.
Right. And like, so that I get that's why a lot of games come out on mobile and PC because it's easy to like just dump them on there. But there is one kind of funny thing I wanted to jump to so we can get into our like main fun time. If I can find it. Shit, I forgot to put it here. But like someone emailed Kotaku how much it costs to run an ad on their website, and guess how much it costs?
25K?
25K. Fucking
hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate Kotaku. By the way, we have to credit Static Arbiter for most of these news stories because he kind of sent them to me while I was streaming. And he was talking about this.
Static.
Someone shout out Static, my homie. Apparently Magic Legends, what did I just fucking do? Which was a Diablo clone, didn't even survive its beta test. Yeah, exactly. They're not even charging for a game, Dark Soul. They're charging for an ad on their website. So Magic Legends, the RPG that combined Diablo-style aesthetics with the card game mechanics of Magic the Gathering, is shutting down on October 30th, or 31st. I can't do dates. Did you even hear of this game before? I've never heard of it.
I have, and it was a thing. Like I guess it was playable. There were a lot of complaints of slow load times.
Right.
And like I get it, it's a beta, but then like so people were hyped whenever it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then like tried it and are like, I'll just play it at release. I can wait. And then now it's on the chopping block.
So it is on the chopping block. But I'm trying to recap from working in Static Stream and listening to talk about it, and he can correct me if I'm wrong. I guess they promoted a bunch of streamers to play this, so they paid them, and I
missed that.
Yeah, so they paid them to play this, and then people bought stuff in the microtransactions, but I guess they're refunding every microtransaction that anyone did, which I guess is nice because the game's already shutting down. But that means they lost a fuckload of money on this game, and it didn't even come out.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I want to see if they have this. Here you go. Met with complaints about load times and overly long tutorial, but powerful features like a new class being locked behind a paywall. That's terrible. Yeah, that seems like wrong. Oh, here's Static. There are a lot of sponsored streams of this game, and yes, there was a statement put out stating refunds. That sucks. So I guess they lost a whole bunch of money. Rough. So sucks to be them. And then there's this. I'd actually I saw a YouTube video on this.
This is the one that I put in.
This is the one you put in. I saw, does anyone watch Review Tech USA still? I love him. I've been watching him since he was like randomly homeless. Anyway, so there's ads coming to all your favorite games. There's ads on YouTube, Twitch, and mobile. There's a company called Player One, which I had the same reaction, kill me, when I saw the name. Essentially, in all your free-to-play games, like they use Smite as an option, but I'm already gonna guess like Apex, Fortnite, all these things. There's going to be ads in the middle of games to, get that developer some extra money. And I have like a weird hot take on this, so I'll let you. Do you want to like see an ad when you're playing a round of Apex between rounds?
Do I want to? No. If it meant that, like my take on it is if I can disable it completely and, continue to play the game as I have been, cool. If like, it's an option to get maybe some in-store credit to unlock cosmetics, great.
Yes.
Like, give me that option. If you're going to slam it in my face, no, like, don't do that to me. I will not play your game.
Yeah.
I have no
that.
desire to be advertised to while playing a game.
Right. So I understand ads make the world go round because we don't watch TV anymore generally, like as our generation, I guess. So they can't shove stuff down our throats. If an ad isn't intrusive, fine. Like, throw it on the bottom, like, between rounds. Like, go get your little Subway sandwich. I'll be like, whatever, it doesn't bother me. If, between rounds, a full-screen ad comes up for 60 seconds, and, like, I have to watch it, and like Aaron said, if it's on a loading screen, fine. If it's a free-to-play game. If it's a paid game, go fuck yourself. That's horseshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to pay to have things advertised to me.
No. If it gets you in-game currency or in-game like special skins, let's just keep using Subway because they've been on my mind lately. I fucking hate Subway now. Because they did a weird Uncharted 3 crossover, and it was kind of funny, but whatever. If it gets you some in-game little Subway fucking skin for my Apex character, whatever, cool little unique thing, right? If this one's like Crazy Taxi is a good example. I actually find like real world product placement, if it's done well in a game, I kind of like it because it's like, oh wow, look, I've dropped this character off at the KFC. Like, yeah, whatever. It's not really like an ad. It's just like, look, a KFC's in the game, It's not intrusive.
Like, I would argue that product placement is different than like a distinct advertisement.
Yeah, it is. For the best example I can think of that made me want to play the game more was in UFC 2009 on PS3 and 360. They would have in the Octagon like ads for movies coming out and like the fights coming up like on the Octagon mat or like monster logos. I'm like, okay, but that's a real UFC event. That's done well. I like that. But like, I don't want to be playing Apex and like while I'm getting respawned from a banner because I can't see what's going on or spectate, it's like, this ad brought to you by Home Depot. When you're down and out and you need to rebuild your life, go to Home Depot. And I'm like, fucking, I don't need that. Yeah, so everyone, product placement isn't like ads. We're all agreeing on that. It can be done well, I think. But like, as long as you first.
Death Stranding and all of the Monster Energy drinks, right. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine.
It's funny in a way because he drank way too much. He should be dead. But like, did you drink a lot of Monster? Because there was a time where I used to drink like 3 cans a day.
I had like 4 yesterday.
Clap, you can't do that. You're going to die.
We all got to go sometime. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for okay time at least.
Clap, you're going to die. Don't do that. I think it's fine. Like Fortnite makes in billions and billions of dollars. So like, not billions, that's probably excessive. Millions of dollars. I get like microtransactions. Like I still don't understand how they work because that game is fully playable, just free. Like it's only cosmetic bullshit. But I guess like you trick people and be like, you paid $1. What's the big deal? And then you pay another $1. And if you have millions of people paying $1, it kind of adds up.
Yeah.
But like, they don't really need ads, so like keep them out if you can, I guess. But they're probably not gonna because people are greedy. So
Well, yeah, they're going to have ads in these games, and eventually it'll become commonplace enough that like you'll start to see them in retail games.
That's where I draw the line.
That's where you draw the line, but other people will let it slide.
Well, they will.
It'll be a slippery slope, and we'll just play ad the game.
So, like, I know, like, me and Aaron joke right now that, like, I'm an Xbox, like, fucking mark. But you want, like, I thought it was absolutely fucking egregious. I don't even know if I'm using that word right. It just sounds good. That, like, the 360 dashboard, you already have to pay for Xbox Live Gold, which I'll never, ever forgive Microsoft for convincing people you have to pay to play online. I already think that's shitty, and I'll forever think that's shitty. But then on top of that, to have fucking, like, Gatorade ads and, like, Doritos ads and bullshit on the dashboard. I'm like, this is fucking gross. I always hated that dashboard. I'm like, so I have to buy your system, buy games for it, essentially buy your online service, and now you're still throwing me fucking Puma ads? Like, this is fucking awful. That's why that was one of the many reasons I didn't want a 360. And they've gotten away from that, luckily, but like,
it was terrible.
That's fucking bad.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I think that's shitty. But that was a different time in Microsoft's world. I mean, unless I'm not paying attention to it, because like I don't like the Xbox One dashboard. I haven't seen that on the new one, and somebody could probably prove me wrong. But like on the other end of it, I know you love Destiny. I don't know if this was an ad by Sony or who makes Bungie or whoever, but I just remember turning on my PS4
Bungie.
one day, and there was like Destiny 2 was on my dashboard. It was like, play it now. I'm like, I didn't fucking ask you to install this for me. Like, and I had to like go uninstall it. I'm like, why is this here? Like, I didn't do like that. Shit's intrusive to me.
It was actually installed for you.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know if it was installed, or if it was like click a link to install, but it was also like the first thing you see when you start up. So like, I'm sure people are like, oh, my disc is in there. I'm gonna go hit start. Let me see, Destiny 2. It could have just been like a link to download it. So I'll clarify that. Hold on.
Okay.
Here.
Because if it was installed, I will agree that that's way too intrusive.
It's a... Oh my God, I disabled my ad blocker. Fuck off. Okay, I disabled my ad blocker. Oh, God, I hate you. Fine. Whatever, Forbes. I'll give you a chance for a second. Sora for... Everyone's saying Sora for Smash Brothers. Listen, I want Sora for Smash Brothers solely so I can beat the shit out of Sora. Moving on. So it was a dirty trick. So some PS4 owners are reporting strange appearance in their thing. Destiny 2 icon appeared despite these gamers never having purchased a game. It's right there up front, the second icon in from the strip. So essentially it was like your store and then Destiny 2.
Weird.
But like, I don't remember if it was an ad. It's not even a demo. It's just an advertisement for the game. And then you click on it, then you'll be prompted to make a purchase. Like that, like, okay, so it's not installed on your system, but like that's fucked up, I still think. I don't know. That's kind of like pushy.
I know that they being Bungie, Activision at the time, and Sony, not at the start. So how long ago was that article?
This article, oh God, I lost it. More than 3 years old, so December 28th, so 2017. So it's older, but like I just remember it happening. I was like, you fucking what?
They had like exclusive marketing deal type stuff. So like maybe I could see that like being a thing, but it probably cost them $25K plus.
Yeah. Got him. I don't know. I hope it doesn't, like, if these ads, they're gonna happen. Like, so one of the things I do hate about mobile games, and I know I'm on my like endless quest to find a handheld game to play, is like, I get your games are free and you gotta have ads to like supplement your income because nobody should develop for free. But like, if I want to X out of an ad, don't make it like really sneaky, like a fake X and then a real X over here that's really tiny, like shit like that.
Like on the opposite corner where it normally is.
Yeah, don't do that. Like, I'm fine with product placement. I think that's actually a better way to go about it. Like, if I'm playing Apex and like, There's a fucking Apple building in the corner, which I think would fit in that world, or a Microsoft thing. I'd be like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, they're in the future. I don't know. I think it'd be fine, but like, just do it smart. Don't be intrusive, and I think we can all get along. Maybe.
Definitely.
Before we get into our main event, let's do the Q&A, which I'm going to pause for now because we'll never do it. And while we do that, thank the patrons. Matt Bleckinger, thank you. Viva JD, I saw you lurking in the chat. I appreciate you. And JR Judy, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Let me get to that Q&A thing, which you guys have about 10 seconds to fill it up before I go find it. Because I don't remember where to find. I never remember where to find half the things I need on Twitch ever. Is that a problem?
No.
One day I'll be a pro streamer. Not an 8-ball. Carl, I'm just gonna tell you, it's only on the fucking 2 screens. Just every time like Carl doesn't work on the screen. Let's see. We go here. Can you see that?
Can I? Yes, I can.
Yes. Okay, cool. So I guess we have that. So you guys got 2 seconds. I did an ad flex. That was old. All right. Oh, yeah. Jay did. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How many times have you answered this question in your life? 40,000?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
You practiced that, didn't you?
Maybe a little bit.
Fucking, I'm not having that. Oh, the worst bean in the 42, Dark Solid says. Never mind. Okay, we have an answer. It's 42. In general.
Well, now you know.
Viva La JD also asked me 4 days ago. Jeez, these guys have been planning. What is the worst bean in the box? I'm on it. When are you going to do beans just for funsies, Clip?
Never.
What the hell? Why are you... All right, this one. The rotten egg buttered popcorn. Because, one, it's rotten egg. That's terrible. I will gag and throw up. 2, buttered popcorn is not a flavor of a fucking jelly bean anyone wants to eat. Except my older brother for some reason. Like, why?
I'm going to be real. I don't like jelly beans, period, full stop.
What do you... Why?
I don't know. Like, it's just the thing.
Damien, good luck. I hope you feel better, sir. It's just jelly beans are good, but okay. You want to know? Even though these are Jelly Belly, and I'm really pushing for that sponsorship one day. Get better, Cavs. Kev, fuck you, Dame. I love you. Jelly Belly had, like, everyone knows red is the best flavor of candy. We all know this. Red is always best, whatever it is. Except one time, Jelly Belly made a cinnamon jelly bean that was also fucking red, and it looked just like the goddamn fruit punch one. And I will never forgive you, Jelly Belly, unless you give me that sponsorship. I got bills to
That's
pay.
funny.
Oh, rotten egg. Skippy. Miss Skippy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing is Skippy? 69.
I was going to say at least a solid 7.
I'll give her a 7.5. She's pretty cool. She's mean to me sometimes, and she likes static better than me. So you know what? I play favorites around here.
You know what? I'm gonna disagree. I think it's not fair to give out a half point on a scale of 1 to 10.
So I have to round up then.
Then I guess you're giving Skippy an 8.
8 it is. So she averages out at a 7.5.
Perfect.
Which rounds up to 8. Weird. Dame, who just left us. Frenemy Fire, do you have a bucket list? Klep, do you have anything you want to do on a bucket list before you drink too many monsters and die?
I actually have a personal bucket list, and I try to cross at least one thing off of it every quarter.
Okay. Wow. Quarter. I thought you were going to say year.
Nope. I add one thing to it each year.
Oh. Well, at least you keep adding it. That's good.
Because, you know, there's always new experiences to get out there. And
is there any to share, or is it too personal? You don't have to.
A lot of it is personal.
That's fine.
But
never feel pressure.
Mostly places to go.
Okay.
Things to do. I would like to go skydiving at least once.
I want to do that so bad. Skydiving. That's fun.
I'd like to take a vacation outside of the country, but you know, that's
Mhm.
That's a long ways off, especially with the way that the world is right now.
I think you could do it if you try. You just have to be brave.
Well, I'm not trying to any percent complete my bucket list right now.
That's fair. Okay, I'll give you that. I do have a couple, and well, one, I mean, I could get sentimental and sappy and be like Mary Tina. Did that, haha, got him. But there was one I had. So in January last year, that was like the last any kind of grappling tournament I did. We have a casino around us, and I'd always go watch the MMA fights. And I was like, fuck, I want to be in the middle of that goddamn arena in the cage, like doing a fight. As I got older, MMA, look, I love watching MMA. Those guys should be wearing fucking headgear, because even if you wear those, you'll get knocked the fuck out. It's just a thing. MMA is dangerous as shit. So I only do jiu-jitsu because you can call me a little bitch. That's fine. I don't care. But they also did jiu-jitsu matches in the cage. And I was like, okay, I can do it. I got to do that. We ended up in a tie, which sucks. So now I've upgraded that to win in the middle of that arena. So I got to upgrade a little bit. Other than that bucket list, like I want to be a Twitch partner, but I don't know if that's going to fucking happen, because like there's got to be something between affiliate and partner. There's got to be, like, that's such a wide gap. Like 75 average viewers over 30 days. Fuck,
It's
dude.
a very, very large gap.
I don't got no titties. I can't be no hot tub streamer. Other than that, this is a weird bucket list, but like it's an essential thing. Like I had this gaming PC, obviously. I just want a PC strong enough that can emulate any old system ever, like that I throw at it, and that'd be like a weird thing to have. Other than that bucket list, fucking, I don't know. Not like this one's also personal. Like I don't love my job. That's not a secret. But it pays bills and it has good benefits. But it kills your fucking physicality. You know, it's not, I just want a job where I don't want to fucking be in pain after I get out of it every day. Like to do something I love. It sounds so cliche, but like, I want to fucking go to work and like hate it every day. Like I don't hate the people I work with all the time, but like, I've never met a grumpier group of people than fucking tradesmen, who are also the most fun people. But like, I don't want to be in an environment where like it's almost required to be in a bad mood 8 hours a day. Like, I just don't want that.
That doesn't sound fun, like at all.
Not. Like, I'm slowly warming up the guy I work with, but like every Friday I wear my pink tuxedo t-shirt to work, and I fucking love it because it's like, oh, it's Friday, it's something fun, right? It's high vis, so I'm technically not violating anything from OSHA. I almost never wear high vis because I just have shitty work shirts. But it's pink. It's fun. People every Friday are like, I fucking love that shirt. That's great. He fucking hates it. He thinks it's like the most annoying thing in the world, and I don't give a shit. I'm here for the next 8 hours. I'm not gonna be fucking miserable the whole time, you know?
Yeah, and you're wearing it for you. You're not wearing it for anybody else.
Yeah, it's fun, and I'm like, I gotta be here for 8 hours. I don't want to fucking hate everything. As Carl says, this segment hits home, and I hope it does. You know, like people always go like, oh, it's so easy to just change your job. I know life is harder than just change your job and whatever, but like, that's just a small bucket list. I don't want to fucking do something where I'm like, I don't love this every day. And when I worked at the game store, I told my boss, if you could, I would work here 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you could fucking make whatever I'm making now and like the benefits, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. Even if it meant like I had to stop Twitch streaming, or I'd Twitch stream from the store. I don't care. It was a great place to work.
That would be cool.
Oh, I loved working that job. Like if I could afford to do it the rest of my life, I would in a heartbeat. So that's the short version is that.
I'm very fortunate that my my post-college job is something I love doing.
Right. And that's awesome. That
I love it every day.
Yeah. Even if it
not a lot of people do get that.
No.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm sure even if I had a job I loved, there'd be days it pisses you off because that's just like part of it.
Yeah, that's life.
Dark Solid, that was the short version. It's one of those things I do stand by. Like, I honestly, just to reel back on it a little bit, I didn't plan on being an electrician. Like, my true dream job, and I know this is like weird these days, but like I wanted to be a cop because like my dad's a cop, my brothers are cops. I fucking grew up in a police family. Like, I want to do that. I wanted to do that, but the fucking process is the biggest pain in the ass, and which I get, but like, it's just dumb things. Like, for example, I have this douchey tattoo. I get that. I went to our state police and they made everyone take their shirts off. And if you had a tattoo, you were disqualified. The guy that told me I was disqualified had a full sleeve. I get that he got grandfathered in, but just fucking pick somebody better to tell you that you can't be there. Like, and then I have,
that really sucks.
Like two positions will be open and 500 guys will apply. Those tests to even apply are $100 each usually. So you could pass that test, but somebody passes better and they're a veteran or they're a hometown resident or they have this bonus. And it's just like, dude, it gets annoying. Like I was just at the point where like, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. Like, it's rough. So yeah, that was the short version, but like, is what it is. Aaron, why do you always try and replace me? Because if fucking Klep showed up on time and he had work today, Aaron. You decide to stay up at 4 a.m. but every night before we do this. You fuck. That's why. We'll replace you every week. I love Aaron. He's the best.
Aaron's great.
Why is Chelsea the best? Because when Aaron stopped by, she came over and brought me hard ciders. That was lovely of her. And bakes us cookies. And what else? We went on a couple dates. Tina loves her too. So therefore, she's the best. Simple. What else do we have? Unless you, Kleppy, would you like to talk about why Chelsea's the best?
Because she makes you eat beans, and that saves a bit on my wallet.
First of all, you never have to do that, as I will keep yelling at you.
I never have to do anything. I am my own free man, and I'm free to do as I desire.
I fucking bait peach barf. Fuck my life, dude.
You really brought that one upon yourself.
No, I didn't. You're all cunts. Oh, God damn it. Why did you only read the part of my message to make fun of me, says Aaron. I don't even know what that's referencing to. Fuck you, Carl. Oh, where's the bean counter on here? Shit. How many do I have?
That's a good question.
Why is it not here? Bean count. Where is it? It goes under Klep's name apparently now. I don't know why that was gone, but I guess I need 30 beans to the counter. I don't know why I broke the fucking everything today. That's kind of my life. Oh well. 30 to that. Thank you, Carl, for your biddies and your titties. What about that Furby, Kevin? Also, Aaron smells, asks Rick. Oh yeah, Dark Solid, go ahead. We'll get one more in there. There's no Furby. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Aaron's TikTok. There's not even a Furby down here. I don't know. Did you see a Furby?
I didn't see a Furby.
There was no Furby. The Furby's not even real. So there's that. Speaking of Furbies, those ones with the digital fucking eyes, those are creepy. Like, I just picture...
They have Furby with digital eyes now?
Have you not seen the new Furbies?
I can't say that I've been in the market for a Furby or a Tamagotchi or anything like that lately.
Oh,
but apparently those are back now too.
So speaking of Tamagotchis, did you know that there was a Tamagotchi mobile app, and then you remember why you hate Tamagotchis? Because they're fucking annoying, and your phone vibrates every 3 seconds. Oh, they're the worst. Let's see, Amazon.
I didn't know that they had a mobile app. That's pretty neat.
That is the new Furbies with these digital horrifying eyes.
Oh, I hate it. Please make it stop. I am spooked.
I hate the thing. So there's that. I hope we never have to look at it again. That is the
worst thing that I have seen. Is it styled like Chewbacca?
Yeah. Is yours not styled by Chewbacca?
Nope.
I hate them. So whatever. That is what it is. There's no Furby. Rick just says you're wrong. Rick, I'm going to stop you from spamming everything. God damn it. Why is Kev wrong about esports? We'll get there. Dark Solid, Kevin Klep, do you guys think that Kazuya is a Shoto character? Is a Shoto character or not, and why? What is a Shoto character?
That's actually the newest question.
Yes, I see that. What is a Shoto? So I guess we'll do a 2-for-1 here, Dark Solid.
Okay. Shoto, it's a archetype in fighting games. So projectile sort of fireball,
Like Ken?
Shuriken type deal. Yeah. So like Ryu, Ken, Akuma, that's what I would characterize in that archetype.
Like, will he be a Shoto character? Because, like, what is the definition of a Shoto? I mean, I've never heard that term before. But I've heard he's going to have a lot of his devil powers, which are going to have a lot of lasers and stuff. So, if he is, So, like, my issue with that is, like, so if you have, like, Fox or Falcon, they can block every projectile. Like, that's why I don't like playing as Mega Man in that game. Because everything Mega Man does is a projectile, essentially. And I love Mega Man. But it pains me that I cannot play as him. Because if I play as him, I'm pretty fucked if I go against a Fox or a Falco. So I love Mega Man, but I can't play as him. But Kazuya seems like he's going to be a little more hands-on, and a little more like projectile based. So I'd
have to play with him to see if I would put him in that archetype myself. I know it caused like a pretty big uproar in like fighting game community stuff.
I remember Hero from Dragon Quest was like a big deal when he came out because he had like fucking all those RNG fucking moves, like Hatchet Man, which could like knock people out so fast. All that shit. Is Mario a Shoto character? I mean, he has a fireball, so
in Smash, sure. Well, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
If you use the fireball mostly as a poke, then yes. But don't attribute that to me. I'm not like a professional fighting game guy.
Esports player, some would say.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see where he goes. And then the last question from Aaron. Does it bother you that Static has a nicer butt than you? I fucking hate you. It's personal. He's thick.
I'm gonna be real. Sure, Static might have a thick butt.
I don't want to
Static or butter.
God, that is the best name that Chris ever thought of ever.
But I wear kind of baggy jeans. I'm in a size 28 waist. You know how hard it is to find pants that can actually show off my ass?
Baby Gap.
I have a nice ass.
Baby Gap. That's where you got to go. I don't remember the last time it was a 28 anything. Like, I think the smallest I remember being is like a 32 waist. I'm a 38 now. I got a problem going on here.
Nah, it's not too bad.
I don't know. All right. Let's do this. I don't know how late we can keep you, but
I probably got like another half hour.
We're gonna try to do this as civilly as possible. The question
do you mind if I get another drink before we get into this?
Absolutely.
I need to keep hydrated.
Take your time. Get hydrated. Actually, I should have done that.
All right.
I'm here now. Go nuts. Go ahead. Get on up.
Introduce the topic.
Listen. So here's the topic. I kind of lit a fire. I kind of lit a fire under both Twitter and Facebook. I made one meme. I'm going to find the meme, actually. It's going to be better that day. Because the way I presented this, I won't lie, I kind of made this, lit this on fire. Where is it? I will say I presented it like an asshole. So I deserve everything. But, skinny jeans to show. Ooh, maybe. So the thing I presented, as I get it back here, is this. It's a meme where it says, "I'm the dumbest man alive. Video games are sports, so that's why it's called esports." And then the guy says, "You're clearly dumber." Listen, I am having a fun time. It's just a meme. But I decided I'm going to spread it everywhere because I'm an asshole. And I threw it on like 2 different gaming groups where I pretty much put this and people got all up in arms saying like, nope, video games are sports. Video games are sports. Listen, to me, video games are not sports. But we'll talk. That's my take on it. And again, the most thing I want to get from this is that, number one, you can disagree with people and totally still be friends. that's something I feel like it gets lost on the internet, which is why I was like, oh shit, I want to have this discussion on the podcast, which is one of the reasons I asked Klep to actually be on this episode, because I thought he was going to go the opposite way. Number two, don't take video games so goddamn seriously at all, because they're fucking video games mostly. I don't know how much of that
Don't take
heard.
anything seriously.
How
I
much
heard all of it. I've got a wireless headset.
Who plays wireless? So that's pretty much the two things I want to get off. You can not take it seriously. So Dark Soul,
do you want to show people the other meme that you made?
Oh yeah, the other meme was great. Where's that one? You made this. This is the
that
idea.
one. Yeah.
People took it so seriously. It was great.
I was ready to have a nice civil discussion until I saw this meme.
Hold on a second, Klep. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to me. It's fine. Go do your thing. All right. Everyone say hi to Queena. So there's that. So this meme set you off.
This meme did. The other one, I was like, okay, that's kind of funny, right?
Yes.
But categorizing esports as actual sports is something that I've actually been putting a lot of thought into for a few years, actually.
Years.
Years.
Okay.
Like since the term esports was first thrown around.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to first talk about what is a sport.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Not a sport.
Well, so I got into an argument with a couple days. Sport, an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against others for entertainment. Physical exertion being the key thing here, which is why I've never been in. But before I get to that, I'll let you keep going.
Would you consider bowling a sport?
That treads on the line, but I do.
Okay. Would you consider table tennis a sport?
More than, I guess we have to set like a par almost.
Okay.
So like the farthest I'd go is golf. Golf, you have to put some physical exertion to swing that. I've played golf. I'm terrible at it, but there is a lot of skill and there's a little bit of athleticism to hitting that ball and making it because I can either hit it really hard and miss, or swing really hard and miss, or hit it lightly and it goes a little far. There's actual fucking athleticism that goes into that.
Okay. Now we get into things like archery and shooting.
Shooting, no. Archery, yes.
Okay. Shooting is an Olympic sport.
Yeah, see, the Olympics are fucked, though, because they also call speed walking more of a sport. Like wrestling, it was almost eliminated from the Olympics. The thing that made the Olympics. So, fuck the IOC or whatever the head thing's called. They'll throw anything in there.
Okay.
I don't know if I can even go by them.
Would you consider cheerleading a sport?
I think of it more of as a dance, which is athletic, but I don't know if it's a sport. Because things can be athletic without being a sport.
Yeah, there are cheer competitions that are, played by a set of rules where they do scoring. It's competitive. It requires a level of finesse and athleticism, and actually has a really high rate of injury, believe it or not.
Which I do believe that. But so on the same thing, so is pro wrestling, which has a lot of athleticism, and it, there's predetermined winners, but it's a dance to me.
WWE, I would not consider a sport.
No, it is not. It is what they actually, the coined term that Vince McMahon himself made is sports entertainment, which I think can apply to a lot of things. It's like an entertainment in the style of a sport, if that makes sense. Which I think it obviously applies to that. Would it apply to something like cheerleading? I don't think so, because there's an actual competition without a predetermined winner. But the thing is, all those judgments in like something like cheerleading or like dancing, I feel like a lot of those who wins is subjective. And there's a criteria, but it's almost like, do I think you did this well? Do I think you did that well? Kind of deal. But then I guess you could also say that about like mixed martial arts, which when you go to a judge decision. So, or boxing.
That was going to be my next question. Right. So if it's entirely subjective, what about boxing matches where there is no KO? Right? If it can't be judged non-subjectively, does that make it not a sport?
No, but when we talk sports, there's one thing that like you can look at something and go, that takes athleticism, skill, and like some kind of competitive drive. All of those things are there. And like, so when it came down to the part, Carl, thank you for your alert. Will, also hi. When it comes to like something like gaming, it's like at the core to me, that's the exact opposite of a sport. I'm sitting stationary. I'm not doing anything. If I do this for a long time without any other active kind of lifestyle, I'm going to get out of shape. Like it's going to happen. It's a very sloth activity. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because I do it. And the other thing is, I feel like people like say when you say something's not a sport, like you're insulting it in a way. It's not. It's just it's not an athletic activity. And I think people like put too much on like wanting to be accepted as something. If that makes sense. Like without it sounding.
I can. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like cut you off.
No. It's just like with like I almost feel like people want it to be considered a sport, to be accepted in a way, if that makes sense.
Yes. So one thing I will say is, if you're not going to consider it a sport, which, I'm not trying to convince anybody to, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. The reason, from my observation, that they want it to, be seen as a sport is for the same level of prestige that, sports gets.
Yes.
And, that level of prestige takes thousands of hours. It takes long practices. It takes skill. It takes a lot. Yes. And there's always that risk of injury. And those are things that also exist in what is currently considered esports. Now, if you're going to talk about physical exertion, right, being a prerequisite for a sport,
yes,
you would have to remove probably things like bowling from that definition.
Maybe. I mean, depending. I mean, I know like there's a lot after overtime. I'm not saying like bowling's extreme, but like I can see that shoulder getting sore, or like your wrists or fingers, like overtime. This is what I'm saying. Like bowling's kind of like the really edge of like what is a sport to me, because like there's some physical exertion to like rolling that ball, making sure it's exactly where you want it to go, and like putting spin on the ball, or like how do I want to angle this? Like there's some kind of athleticism that goes into that. But like physical exertion of doing this,
I think you are approaching it from an angle of controller only.
Okay.
So I can definitely see how this doesn't seem like a lot of physical exertion, right?
Right.
It definitely takes dexterity.
Yes.
Right. To play at those higher levels. Right. And after, enough time has passed, like you're going to feel tired from playing the game, right? Either your eyes will become fatigued, or your brain will hurt from, high-end decision making, or, like your joints will actually start to hurt.
Right.
But then you also get into, I don't have like a real mouse, but let's pretend that, this is a real mouse, and you have like, your real setup and you're moving your entire arm just as much as you would be for something like bowling.
Okay. I can see that. And like somebody else brought up like VR or like the Wii.
That's a whole nother avenue.
Right. I mean, I think like there's a point where, like people are stretching it. I did want to read some like, so the Dark Soul, that's what we're getting, is esport considered sports? Like that's really where this like kind of came down to. Like to me, a lot. So one person said, I want to find the exact comment. I wanted to bring it up on screen, but I realized people's names are going to be on the old Facebooks and they probably don't want to be like called out, but I'm going to just say his first name. His name was Mike. When trying to rag on this, which I know I'm ragging on it because of memes, but I'm having a good time. So if you're going to take it seriously, Mike, I apologize. When ragging on this, people really do miss the E in esports. That is the distinction. Okay, fine. And maybe I or people like I am do, it's an e-sport. But like, the only digital thing is the game. You're like, there's still a person doing it, you know? Like in that case, I would consider my character the athlete, not me. I'm not doing the hard stuff really, you know? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. But then it kind of comes down to, would you consider NASCAR or Formula One to be sports? No?
I think the cars are doing all the work. I know it takes a lot to be a driver and like physical conditioning. So I've heard, I don't actually know. I will say I have not researched what it takes to be a NASCAR driver. But like, to me, like NASCAR, Formula One, horse racing, the thing people are like piloting is doing the work to me. Like a horse racing, the horse is the fucking athlete. There's just somebody who's got to be in shape enough to like control them, I guess. But like the horse is the fucking star here.
Have you ever ridden a horse, Kev? Serious question.
No, I haven't.
You have not.
So I will admit I have not ridden a horse. Yes.
Hi, I'm a Texan. Okay, I've ridden horses. I've ridden horses. I've owned horses, and I still have some back down at my mom's. It does take physical effort to be able to, control the animal and get the animal to do what it is that you are trying to do. Now, I can understand how, it's the horse that's doing the majority of the work, but I guess the same could be said for any team sport. Is it the individual or is it the whole team, right? That is putting in the most effort. And that's, a difficult thing to measure. And you'll only ever be able to measure it from the lens that you are already like prescribed to. If you're not already like predispositioned to accepting that, equestrian sports are a sport, motorsports are sports, esports are sports. I don't think that there is enough of a way to change, to cause that delta and perspective shift without actually participating in an equestrian sport, an automotive sport, or at a high level competition esport.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with you and telling you you're wrong by any means. It's just like when I see NASCAR, maybe it's from the outsider perspective, and I'm totally taking that into account. And again, I'm not a professional debater, you may have noticed, but like, I just think the car is the thing that's racing. Like the person's in the car, but like, so I guess the distinction to me between like NASCAR is like, that's a fucking machine. That is a machine doing the work. Yeah, you turn the wheel. Like, the car is the thing revving. With a horse, like, yes, you have to physically move it. I guess that's where I'd, like, draw the line with, like motocross. Like, a dirt bike, you have much more... It takes more effort to control and, like, move and shift your weight as you go over jumps, I guess. Same thing with, like, horses, in a way. But, like, NASCAR, I'm like... The car is the fucking... like doing the work here, I think the pit crew is more athletes than the driver, if I'm being honest. Like
NASCAR is definitely a weird one for me to accept, but if I'm going to accept things like equestrian sports or motocross then yeah, like I'd have to.
So Captain Chaz coming in, he missed the part where he said that, if esports are sports, and so is pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is athletic, but it's not a sport. I mean, as somebody
just like swimming, like in the ocean for fun.
Right.
It's athletic, but not a sport.
Right. It's as somebody who actually wrestled in high school. And the problem is I get that I can kind of sound like an elitist dick, like jock when I talk about this, and it's not my intention. But like actual wrestling in a competition is like, this does sound elitist and I'm sorry, but like that's one of the hardest fucking things I've ever done. I was bad at every sport growing up, and like I don't know, this one just clicked with me. And once you actually I watched pro wrestling, then I did real wrestling. I'm like, holy shit, this is a lot. And no matter how tired you are, nobody's gonna sit there and be like, oh god, he's got a power bomb me, go up and down, right? It's not a sport. But it does take athleticism to take those bumps. Like ask Aaron, you have to know how to fall, know how to take certain things to be safe in a way. But like,
definitely,
it's
not a lot like being a stunt actor.
Kinda, yeah. But like that isn't a sport. It takes athletics. Like being in Cirque du Soleil is not a sport, but it's athletic. Like I don't know where like cheerleading I kind of fall net on, because I think it takes a shitload of athleticism to do that, or dance. Like calling it a sport, that's where I get like kind of iffy, you know. Like this is a gray area. We're not out here to determine this is a sport or not, but I thought it was like a good discussion.
Yeah, I'm not here to like try to force you to change your mind before
that's never my intention.
Let me just delete my hashtag cancel Kev tweets real quick.
Again this week? Hello, Deceptus. Yeah. And like Captain Chaz was saying, sports are a physical activity. Yeah. To me, like, there has to be some kind of physicality. Is chess a sport? Fucking no. Chess is a board game. You think chess is a sport?
I do.
Okay, go on.
But not in the same way that I would consider. I would put esports as more of a sport than chess.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not like a high level of, that athleticism required for chess, right? But, there ideally is the physical board that you're doing.
Okay.
I think it's more of a sport than NASCAR. Not to upset any NASCAR fans, but
yeah. I mean, there's things we clearly know are sports when we look at them, though. Like you could watch football and you go, "That's a fucking sport." Like there's athleticism involved. One of my friends, Corey, if you're still here, he was saying, like the mental strain, it can consider a sport, but like I'm taking a fucking high school that's like a sport. Yeah, but like, and then, to me, I'm just like
a high school test. A high school test isn't for entertainment, therefore not a sport.
But like, okay, so if we're gonna go on the entertainment route, I also did competitive shooting, like from the age of like 10 to like 14. It's not
me too.
That's not a fucking entertaining sport, like for people to watch.
I really enjoyed watching it, actually.
Because like honestly, I did. Because like even as someone who's doing a pick, I never want to fucking watch this, but I guess that's subjective. Where's Statics? Statics is hot dog eating contest a sport. I don't
requires a certain level of athleticism to be able to fill your gullet with hot dogs.
I don't know if I'd call it athleticism though. It takes something. I don't know what it fucking takes.
I don't know what it is, but it's something. You got to be built different.
Yeah, you definitely got to be. Definitely got to be built different. There was things I wanted to get. I could go into like I don't want to open like me and my friends like fucking Facebook DMs for that, but like I'm trying to go over things that like I saw today. There was one good point. Oh, the one good point I wanted to bring up. This is one that like definitely I know esports can sometimes be on ESPN, right? For some reason, people go. It's like I've heard this like at least 4 times in this discussion. It was on ESPN, therefore it is a sport. And I'm like, do you fucking know what ESPN stands for? Entertainment
and sports.
Like, sports isn't even the first word. It's entertainment and sports programming network. And I didn't realize a TV channel was the be all end all of what is content, because TLC is the learning channel. And if you've ever fucking watched TLC, nothing on there is fucking educational. Like, 90 Day Fiance isn't fucking educational. Like,
I haven't learned shit on TLC.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a good standard to go by. I want to try to find some kind of comments. If chess can be an Olympic sport, so can video games. Something that does take hand-eye coordination and also strategy. Sports really doesn't have to be a physical activity.
I would actually disagree with that.
Okay.
Like, coming from someone defending, esports as a sport, it does take physical activity to be considered a sport if we follow, like, the 6 different dictionaries that I pulled definitions from in preparation for our talk today.
Mm-hmm.
All of them mentioned the physicality.
Yes.
And, I would make the argument that competing in something like the Apex Legends Global Series or the League of Legends World Championship, that does take physical exertion.
And also, as a side note, chess is not an Olympic sport. Never has been.
I don't think that chess has ever been considered an Olympic sport, but shooting has.
I will say, as somebody who shot, there is a certain level of athleticism to shooting a rifle in a standing or kneeling position. Prone, not so much. But like,
you gotta control your breathing.
You do have to control your breathing. Like, that's that probably might fall into more of the gray area line that I've talked about. But no, chess and checkers are not in esports. And like, so where was it? Dark Solid said it stands for electronic sports, but like, I don't know. I think the thing in the game is the sport. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, And I know. Oh, one of the other examples, like, so one of my friends brought up, like, so is email not mail because it's like electronic mail? I'm like, it kind of does the same thing, really. It's just getting a message to somebody. I don't know if that's exactly the same comparison.
I think I don't mean to be sort of rude to whoever had said that. I don't think that that's a fair comparison. I think that falls into a logical fallacy, and it sort of weakens the argument that esports are sports.
Right. Yeah, I think like on both ends, like, people get to the point where they're stretching to really define what exactly a sport is. But like, not all sports are games and not all games are sports is like one thing I want to like make sure that everyone knows,
Yeah,
like,
I can 100% agree with that. Not all like athletic things are sports either.
Right. And like, this is another one I've seen today. If ESPN can have World Poker on their channel and call it a sport, nobody calls poker a sport.
I would not consider poker a sport. Absolutely not.
I think like, again, I think people who play poker want it to be called a sport so they can, again, feel included in this weird artificial, like, I'm an athlete kind of thing. The Captain Chess says, in Japanese activities such as shogi, the Japanese equivalent of chess and other such activities are non-athletic club activities. Right. Things could be activities. And again, something not being a sport is not an insult either.
And as Dark Solid X is saying, the physical part of esport is the reflex and controls to competing the games. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's definitely the reflex aspect that I would use to categorize the physical exertion in that, because I did marching band in high school, and I got a lot of shit for it.
Right.
We were out there practicing and everything in the heat while the football players were in the air conditioning. Yes. Practicing indoors, which is astounding to me.
I mean, band takes a lot, but like, are you calling band a sport though?
Marching band requires so if we're looking at the definition of sport, right? If we're talking about physical exertion, yep, we got that. Okay. Competitiveness, yep. definitely got that because there's marching band competitions. I used to do those all the time. Then for entertainment, have you ever seen like?
Dude, marching band is fucking cool, man. I could never do that.
It's entertaining. Shit. I love it. Marching band is a sport.
Right. So other thing people like whenever I say like something is not a sport, whatever in my mind it's not a sport. The quick retort I always get is like, well, I don't see you could do it. I'm like, dude, doesn't mean I'm fucking good at everything because I do what I think is a sport. It doesn't mean I can go up to you and be like, I can do marching band. No, I fucking can't. That shit's hard. Like chess is hard. I'm not good at chess either, but like, I'm not saying I'm good at everything because I think something's a sport and not, it's like a weird defense I feel like people go to.
Debate is not a sport. Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider that a sport.
No, it's just, I feel like, yeah, so Static can agree on that. Like, I could see marching band being considered as a sport. There's a whole bunch of shit that goes into that. There was one more thing I wanted to bring up in this and I just can't. I mean, like, we could probably go all day.
We definitely could.
Yes, we can. And again, this is not to change anybody's mind. It's just like I thought it would be a really good thing. And actually, I was kind of happy this came up because I was like, I didn't know ahead of time. I was like, I feel like Klep's going to be on the other side of this. But like, I don't know. So I did take a Twitter poll because I fucking love Twitter polls. And this is not to boost my ego, but according to a random Twitter poll I did, we had like, do you consider video game sports? We had like a yes of 42% and a no of 57. So I'm the champion. That's it. I'm right. No, I'm not. Hold on. Let me grab my headphones because now I ripped it off. Hold on. I'm back.
See, now you have to physically exert yourself to put your headphones in.
I did. Podcasting.
My headphones stayed on longer. Are you guys entertained?
Yeah, there you go. Would you consider fencing a sport? Asked Dark Solid. Yes, 100%.
I would, absolutely.
Yeah, it's that shit's hard. I do get how people can see it as a sport, but just to get back to like video games, like to me it's the exact opposite. Just because it's like I said, it's a very sloth-like activity. I'm sitting here relaxing, just playing a game and hanging out. Could you take it to a competitive level? Fuck yeah, you can. But like, I don't know if it crosses the sport line for me personally.
And that's okay. Right. Like I said, I think that in order to have that delta in opinion, that change, you would have to experience it.
Yes.
And that's not something that I think either of us are going to be doing anytime soon.
So we're not gonna end up changing anyone's opinion, unless you have final words on it. I guess we could leave it to everyone else that hears this. Hold up, let's try this. Hey, Queena, are video game sports? All right, Tina said no, guys. That's it.
Unless you play Mario Kart like me, where you're steering.
Specifically, Mario Kart is a sport.
Well, when you play like I do, where your body moves.
Well, yeah, you decide to do involuntary yoga when you play Mario Kart. That's on you when you turn. I'm so happy nobody can see your leg lifting up like a crazy person. All right, cool. Thanks. All right, so we've decided that Mario Kart is a sport, the video game about driving a car. What?
But actual NASCAR is not.
Full body motion, like zoom.
Yeah, you have to be playing Wii Mario Kart apparently, even if it's not on the Wii. You also tilt your whole body. All right, there we go. I'll be up soon. All right, so I guess that's what we decided. NASCAR is a sport and so are video games. So all right, we did it.
The only final thought I have is I wanted to thank you for being a good sport about it.
Oh shit! Wait, Chase had the best quip. Speaking of that, where is it? I gotta find it. Speaking of Chase, again, shout out to his new baby and this shirt that you can buy. Where is it? If you play Overwatch and you don't trash talk when you win or get sore when you lose, you're a good esport.
That's really good.
That's fucking good out of Chase. Good job, Chase. I'll give him a little retweet for that. So yeah, all right, we did it. Klep, where can everyone find you on the internets?
So you can find me on twitch.tv/Klepisimo. That also happens to be my Twitter handle, and that's me everywhere. That's who I am. And that is Klepisimo.
Not Klepisimo, as I thought it was once we first popped up in my streams. And we got to get you.
It wasn't until. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that during the summer, but after the summer, I'll definitely be out there more.
Hey, you listen. You do whatever you got to do. This is a fun hobby for me. Thank you for popping in, so we get to see you. And I want to see you stream more than like once every quarter. I know you're a busy boy.
I stream once a week at least, unless it's been like a really, really rough week.
I know things get busy. I understand, but you know, life is, and we try to do our best. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed my time. Yes. This was a lot of fun.
We need to find someone to raid. So guys, after I do the stream ending thing, we'll be raiding somebody. I don't know who. Unless you have somebody. Oh, John's going on. John left us and didn't even tell us. What a jerk that guy is. You know? Oh, mute that. So guys, we're gonna be ending the podcast. Klep, stay with me for a little bit before we go.
For sure.
And we will be seeing you guys later. Goodbye. Bye.